Cipla is a global pharmaceutical company with a very clear mission to make healthcare accessible and affordable to everyone. So we operate more than 80 countries and we have 40 plus manufacturing sites worldwide. So the scale is quite large. In my role as Associate Director, I lead Global Statistics Group. My responsibilities covers the entire product lifecycle, to say from research and development, scale-up, tech transfers, all the way to commercial manufacturing and regulatory support submissions. Essentially, I make sure quality decisions are backed by solid, dependable data. So my job is to turn complex data into clear insights that auditors, regulators, scientists, or business leaders can trust. So the main problem we were trying to solve with Minitab on day-to-day basis like process improvements or reducing any variability. At Cipla, we have strong statistical foundation for any data-driven practices across all our sites. So Minitab helped us to build such foundation by streamlining capability analysis, setting spec limits, experimental designs, shelf life modeling. So it ensures us to create a unified, standardized approaches which can save time, improve efficiency in our process, ensure consistency and compliance across all our operations, which can strengthen our regulatory confidence. So basically, we use Minitab statistical software for data analysis. We also use for advanced statistical analysis predictive analytics module. One provides the fundamental data analysis and visualizations. The other one organizes the advanced analytical depth. I can say they complement each other perfectly in our analytics journey. Powerful, individually applied, but unbeatable when we used together in any data analysis. We choose Minitab to solve various problems across the product life cycle because Minitab is widely accepted and trusted software in the pharmaceutical industry by various regulatory authorities. So this gives us confidence in every data analysis that we perform. It's easy interface and it has a comprehensive statistical tool, and we also get the audit-ready outputs which can make any statistical report is clear, concise and compliant to the auditors. So we can say it is a natural choice for me to use. So basically, in any day, we start the decision-making process with Minitab, whether it could be investigating deviation or validating a process, any product development. So Minitab supports us to perform end-to-end statistical data analysis after collecting the data for any given problem. So we use Minitab for data cleaning, data visualizations, descriptive analytics, or advanced modeling such as like regression analysis. So we capture all the outcomes after performing and we generate statistical reports which can be used for audit ready. The entire workflow is so smooth that sometimes I feel like Minitab should come up with a coffee break button so that it can save us time rather than spending time crunching on numbers manually using Excels. We used a variety of tools that are available within the Minitab. The tools specifically to name few such as regression, control charts, tolerance intervals, process capability analysis, design of experiments, Monte Carlo simulations, even risk assessment tools like Pareto, Fishbone. So there are plenty of tools that we use on day-to-day basis. Honestly, if you ask me, if Minitab has a button, we probably explored that at least once. So that's the beauty of Minitab. It gives us everything we need in one place for any data-driven decision making in our routine operations. Yes, we do have many cases with respect to data before, during, and after using Minitab. So for any product development or any continuous improvement projects, we track all the data let's say start with Minitab initially to use historical data to set a baseline for any continuous improvement project, then apply implement actions such as design of experiments, then optimize the process, then post implementation of the actions, we capture the data which can show the impact. So it's like before and after makeover show during process. So for example, for any granulation process, during one of my experiences, we used to get a adequate capable process which is less than 1.33, the CPK value. So we apply the design of experiments, we improve the process more than 1.33. So Minitab helped us to optimize our process. The results that we achieve with Minitab, we have seen very tangible improvements. So for example, as I mentioned earlier, with respect to granulation process, we improved the process capability and we also reduced the batch variations and we accelerated tech transfers. Sometimes we also use Minitab to reduce the testing, and we also use Minitab to enhance the product shelf lives, this solid statistical based analysis. So we always ensure the product lifecycle with a more focus on quality and compliance. Looking ahead, we are scaling the Minitab into our digital quality initiatives, predictive modeling, and recently I have also explored the AI-assisted analytics within the Minitab. So we'll be bridging these tools into our workflows where we can train the next generation statisticians to ensure seamless and easy analysis. So sometimes I often say that if statistics is the language of the pharma, then Minitab is the translator that ensures every analysis that we perform can be understood by anyone. We have used Minitab products like as I mentioned, the predictive analytics module. Apart from the Minitab statistical software, we also explored the Minitab Solution Center, which has brainstorm analytics dashboard tools. So in future, probably maybe we will be thinking to explore Minitab Workspace or Minitab Connect, which is very important to extract the real-time manufacturing data to make sure that the decisions are taken in real time with the help of Minitab Connect. In any product life cycle in pharmaceutical industry, so we have various stages. Either it comes from the developmental stage all the way to commercial manufacturing or even post-commercial. We work with all types of data in each and every stage of the product life cycle. We work with process data, validation data, stability data, and even quality metrics such as deviations. So recently we started implementing the digital initiatives, digital twins. So we also get a real-time manufacturing data. So basically, summarize, if it can be measured, we will analyze it using Minitab in the entire operations. On day-to-day basis, we answer different critical questions to support our business, such as like, is the process robust enough? Or can we justify the use extension, or my variability acceptable within the batch, or are there any batch to batch variations like inter and intra batch variations, or do we need to investigate a batch or sample size enough to estimate acceptable quality level of a batch? So these are some of the questions that we often need data to support and to answer. So Minitab makes these decisions are very clear and defensible. Situations, I typically turn to Minitab on day-to-day basis. Any given process problem. So we use Minitab to perform end-to-end statistical analysis. I would say without Minitab, the day doesn't start for any decision making for the statistician. It's part of our analytics journey. It is embedded. So we analyze the data, we prepare the reports, and it goes straight to the stakeholders. It's like our Swiss Army knife for statisticians. So in our statistics group, we use most of the tools that are available in the Minitab. However, we use regression analysis, control charts, capability analysis, tolerance intervals, and Monte Carlo simulations, and risk assessment tools like Pareto, histograms, fishbone, and design of experiments. Basically, everything that makes regulators nod instead of raise any eyebrows. So working with regulatory environment influence very important. For example, it requires a statistical precision and traceability and reproducibility of the analysis of the data. So every analysis must be audit ready. So for this, we follow SOPs, we validate models, and we align with the FDA standards or ICH standards or other regulatory standards. So for this, Minitab helps us to meet these expectations without turning every project or problem into a stress test for our statisticians. The statistical accuracy is one aspect that Minitab has, which I feel more confident in audits. So it also has a clarity of outputs, built-in documentation, and regulatory alignment. So it's like having a well-organized suitcase at airport security. Everything is visible, nothing suspicious, and you move through quickly without any problem. So Minitab basically very quick in any analysis that we perform. So it really speeds up our decision making process. Whatever the decision that we make with respect to data, which is defensible, instead of debating opinions, we debate with the data to make quality decisions, which changes everything. The biggest value that Minitab provides is the confidence. So it gives a very clear and confident statistical analysis that we perform, whether it is a shelf life modeling, whether it is a process capability analysis, or design of experiments. So it gives us the accuracy, the clarity, and the credibility of the output, which is audit ready and support business decision to make product quality and reliable in terms of patient. To say it's been very easy for users to adopt Minitab. Surprisingly very easy. The interface very simple and intuitive. Training is minimal. So it requires very minimal training, whether it could be a statistician or non-statistician. Every non-statistician can find it approachable and easy. So which is very rare in pharma. So I think Minitab can be very easy to adopt for any users. Either it can be pharma or non-pharma. So Minitab supports collaboration across groups, easy and seamless. So Minitab gives us a common language with respect to cross-functional teams. Either it could be quality, manufacturing, engineering, or R&D. So we use all the similar templates or workflows that we define in Minitab through standard operating procedures. So the output that we get, which is easy and seamless to understand across the cross-functional teams. Our data is nowadays shifting from that we say looking back to looking ahead. So as I mentioned earlier, so most of the pharma companies are implementing digital quality initiatives like predictive analytics or AI-assisted analytics. So with available tools that within the Minitab like AI-assisted analytics, so we will be central in bridging traditional pharma statistics with the next generation digital analytics, ensuring our analytics stay innovative and regulatory compliant. Minitab is most useful when clarity and confidence are needed, whether it's designing of experiments or process capability, or modeling shelf life or sampling strategies. It's easy interface and it's really versatile, reliable, and trusted by regulators. So it helps both stats and non-stats folks move from we think to we know approach. So Minitab has become more than just a statistical tool for us. It's like a trusted partner in driving pharmaceutical quality and excellence and compliance. So by simplifying complex problems and ensuring regulatory confidence and fostering collaboration across teams, it has transformed the way we make quality decisions. The biggest value is the clarity and the speed of the analysis it brings, which can turn into actionable insights that directly impact the patient outcomes. I believe medicines are backed by science and science must be backed by data. With Minitab, we bridge that gap every day. As we look ahead, Minitab will continue to be the heart of our analytics journey, empowering us to innovate with confidence, consistency, and with progressive impact.